Welcome back. It is the season of giving, a great time to practice gratitude and share in family traditions.
That's right. Here to talk about the positive impacts of this is Dr. Lakeisha Hite of Therapeutic Treatment Center and TheraStop. And we welcome you back to Virginia this morning.
Thank you. It's always great to be here.
Sometimes when you come in and I listen to what you're trying to get across to us, I keep going back to like, Grandma said that in a different form. Mm-hmm. Said, lose the attitude, try some gratitude was one of those. You know, so if you, well, I mean, we're supposed to be thankful as we head to Thanksgiving. Why are we missing the point so much, and how do we get into that frame of mind to be grateful?
I think we kind of missed the point because we are caught up in the rigmarole of, I got to cook a good dinner. I gotta have a nice house. I gotta put these decorations up. I gotta make sure everything is in decency and order for all the family members. And then we start to become stressed. And then we feel no one is helping me. So then we have that resentment set in. So we miss the point of having gratitude for just being thankful for what you do got, that you do have the family members to do all these things for.
That's interesting you say that, because the hustle and bustle of the holidays is one of those things where it can take you out of living in the moment. You're worried about what's next. You're worried about being prepared. And so as you think about the attitude of gratitude this season, you have to carry that through even your preparations.
Absolutely. And then what happens, people get stuck in tradition. Because it was a tradition to do this, and Grandma said it was a tradition to do that, I have to follow the tradition. And so what happens is we get caught up with what is in front of us instead of being cognizant of what's around us, meaning family and friends, and being grateful of what you have to hold on to, especially coming off of COVID-19 and a lot of loss, and people just having gratitude for just being here and waking up for another day.
And you get to be with family of people that you care about, and just take a deep breath. And like you said, never mind that the centerpiece isn't exactly like Grandma wanted it, or the way your mom did it, or the way you did it for the previous years. She does a lot. But to be able to step back a little bit and see the trees.
Enjoy the moment.
Yeah.
Because when you don't, you let stress enter in. And once stress enter in, then you become resentful, as I stated earlier, and then all the gratitude goes out the window. And then you become remorseful, like, oh, I shouldn't have did this, or I shouldn't have did this, or you all are not grateful of this. And then you project that gratefulness negatively on your family members because you feel that they weren't there pulling their weight.
Yeah, how does this physically affect you? I mean, if you, like, the resentment builds up because I did all of this and you were watching football. Yeah, I was. So how does that physically affect a person to have all this stuff inside?
Well, as I spoke about earlier, stress. We all know stress is one of the #1 killers. You know, here in America, you know, stress can cause heart attacks, stress can cause strokes. So once you are not grateful and you not taking a breath and you're always uptight, then you're looking at all of the stressful components that cause all of these medical conditions to happen. And only thing you have to really do is think positive, and be grateful. That's where gratefulness comes from, a positive mindset.
And we talked a little bit about traditions, but you're suggesting that maybe we don't have to do the traditions the exact same way that we did it before. We're looking at new ways to add in some activities or some meaningful moments into our preparation, but also our Thanksgiving.
Absolutely, absolutely. You can make your own tradition. What tends to happen is generational traditions become kind of mundane and boring, and so family members don't necessarily like being involved with it. So then you get kind of the attitudes, I really don't want to do this, but because Grandma said we have to do this. But, you know, you can incorporate old traditions into new traditions and make it something fun and interactive, and just being grateful of being able to be around each other. You can always do that amongst each other on holiday days as they come up.
What is the tie-in between gratitude and self-esteem? Because we talked about resentment. Obviously, you can't feel good about yourself if you're feeling bad about other folks.
Absolutely.
You know, so what is the tie-in with self-esteem?
So usually when someone lacks self-esteem, the gratitude is depleted. So they automatically leading with this low energy, this low self-esteem. I can't do this, or I can't do that, or nobody likes me. So how can I be grateful for anything?
Okay.
If I'm not even grateful for the person that I am because I struggle with insecurities and these low self-esteem issues.
Okay. Wow. Good
Yeah.
stuff.
Yes,
It's
absolutely.
it's a key part of life, I think, taking a
is.
moment to be grateful. And one of the things I try to do is a gratitude list. You know, at the end of the day, your top 5 things that you're grateful for. And sometimes those are small things and sometimes those are big things. But I think as we go into the holiday season, remembering those key moments and those days where all the great things happen and those days where you've still got your fundamental needs. You've got shelter and you've got food and you've got clothing, right? And you're just happy about that.
We're out of time, but you mentioned a gratitude box real quick.
Right.
You put a list together or some ideas?
Correct. You get a gratitude box and you put it together. What you got to understand is Thanksgiving is the holiday that families come together the most. That's just a holiday that, hey, I'm grateful to see who's in front of me. I'm grateful to know what I have for my future. I am thankful for being able to, have this harvest in front of my family members, because if you think about all the great things that are in front of you, you will be grateful, you will have gratitude, and that self-esteem will lift.
Next week to 10 days, put the box in, everybody puts what they're grateful that day.
Absolutely.
And Thanksgiving Day, you read them.
Yep, absolutely.
Love it.
Great tradition to start off with.
There we go.
Absolutely.
All right, a big thank you. We're very grateful to have Dr. Hite come in from time to time, and we wish you a happy Thanksgiving.
Thank you. You as well.
For more information on this topic or the services Dr. Hite provides at Therapeutic Treatment Center, LLC, and TheraStop, just visit our show website by later today at virginiathismorning.com. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.